Today, we've got a budget Groovebox with some expensive effects. But before we get into this combination, today's patron shoutout goes to Low Effort Music. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Okay, let's continue our journey with the Polyend Mess here. I said I was going to plug it into pretty much everything I own, and well, today it seemed like a fun time to run it with the Woovebox Pro. You'll notice I actually just upgraded to a Woovebox Pro. Shout out to Evo, the creator of the Woovebox, for sending me the Woovebox Pro, which is currently being used for a special project that I'm working on. Anyway, let's explain the wiring setup. I haven't actually tried this yet, so hopefully it works. If not, this is going to be a different video. We've got the MIDI out of the Woovebox going into the MIDI in of the Polyend Mess, and I want to use that to sync up the clocks on these two devices, and then I also want to be able to use the transport controls on the Woovebox to start and stop the sequencer on the Mess. I've got the audio out of the Woovebox going into the audio in of the Mess, and then this is just left and right going out to my audio interface, which in this case is a Behringer UMC 1820. That's so I can record the audio for this video, and then this is just power going to the wall for the Mess. Woovebox is operating on battery power. So really quick, I'm going to initialize our song with random presets. So now there's just random presets on every channel, and I'm going to go into settings here on the Mess and go to MIDI, and then for clock in we want to go jack, and then transport in, we also want to go to jack, right? Yeah. And let's just pick a random preset here. We'll go to duelist, sure. I'm gonna turn it off. Let's see what happens when we get our sequencer running. So I'm gonna turn the volume up actually. I'm gonna go to our kick channel, just put like a basic 4 on the floor kick here. Okay. Nice, our transport controls work. Looks like we're synced up. Let's turn it on. Whoa. That's crazy. Gonna bring the volume down a bit, actually. All right, let's get a snare drum in there. Okay, maybe we'll bring the mix down. That's wild sounding. I've never tried this preset, to my knowledge anyway. Let's get a little volume on our snare drum track here. That's actually a really cool snare drum. Yeah, that's sick. Just gonna have the Woovebox do a random pattern here for our bass. Let's get something a little busier than that. There we go. Pretty lame without the effects on it. We can go into our song here. Let's play in E minor. And we'll go back to the bass. Get a new pattern. That's kind of cool just like that. Let's pick a different preset. How about we go special shoes? That's pretty cool too. Alright, enough of messing with presets though. Whoops. Let's go make something on our own. Sure, slot 170, why not? For this effect, let's go and grab something that'll boost our signal. Here, let's grab some overdrive, shall we? Let's sequence the whole length there. we can actually do, whoop, didn't mean to do that. We can actually do some really interesting stuff here just by sequencing a few individual notes, and then we'll do a couple tied notes there. You get pretty rhythmic just with this. We can change the sequence length. Speed it up a bit. Put some ties there. Yeah, that's cool. Also, if you see it's off-centered when I move it, like if it wobbles, that's because I actually put some Velcro on the bottom so it would easily fit on my pedal board. So don't worry, it does sit flush on the desk. I just have Velcro on it right now because it's also being used in my live rig. Okay, effect number 2. I love the pitch shifter on here, so let's do that. What if we do 4 steps with it off, 4 steps with it on, and then 4 steps with it back on again. So off, on. And we'll make this first one here. We'll go up an octave, and then the second one down an octave. How about that? Let's hear what this sounds like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, something just about a sequenceable pitch shifter is so cool to me. I don't know. It's not like a crazy concept or anything. I think it's just pulled off so well by the Mess. And this is not a sponsored video, nor was my last Polyend Mess video. I know some people got mad because I said the Mess was a great value, and then, of course, Polyend sent it to me. But I really do feel that way. If Polyend had not sent me one, I would have just gone and bought one, because I truly do think this is an incredible device. Let's just leave that effect as is. Let's go grab our third effect here. Let's grab a micro looper, shall we? Let's loop like the last 8th note here. That's a cool effect. Tune it up a bit. Speed it up. Slow it down. Adjust the slope a bit. We can even put a longer one. Adjust the speed of this one. That's so cool. Yeah, that's sick. That's so cool. Let's come down here at the end and add in, I guess I could just do some reverb, which, I mean, that'd be fine, you know. Sequenceable reverb is also very cool, but I think I'd rather have like a flanger or something along those lines. A nice chorus here. What if we go every other 8th note? So like that. Yeah, like that. Let's get a lead line randomly here. Oh yeah. Go back to our micro looper and set the chance on these. 40% chance on that one, and 30 here. That's sick. Just in case you're doubting what the Polyend Mess is doing right now. Let's get some random chords in here. So cool. Yeah, that's awesome. The Polyend Mess is it just continues to amaze me. The thing I like about it is if you want to get wacky with it and have stuff kind of like random and all over the place, you absolutely can. But then you can also do things like we did with our analog chorus here, where you can get super precise on when and where you want things to activate. I think the inclusion of the ability to change the chants per step, and there's a lot of conditions here. I mean, you can like skip 3, play 3, play 1, you know, basically skip or play 1 through 4. And then of course your straight up percentage chances, and then the ability to have like last is also very nice. So yeah, step lockable parameters, super cool. I don't know, this just feels like the complete effects package for me. I'm absolutely loving this thing. And I can't wait to run more gear into it. I know we didn't really do a lot on the Woovebox in this episode, but let's be honest, this is more about the mess than the Woovebox today. What a cool combination, though. The ability to dial up things really quickly here on the Woovebox, using the random features, and then affect those with the mess. They're kind of similar in that you can get really granular in your design if you want, or you can just let the device take over and just let it go. Yeah, super fun. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.